my name is Tina. I'm head of design of Victoria Designs. Thank you so much for buying the tutorial for the box with the secret compartment. In this tutorial, Christy will show you how to make it from scratch. I wish you lots of joy following this tutorial. Here's Christy.
Now we are going to make the box with a secret compartment, and I'm going to use a box that is corrugated, like this corrugated box, and it measures 1/4 inch thick. And I'm going to use tacky glue, okay, masking tape, and then a bone folder, also this one to spread the glue, scissors, and a ruler. And I already cut the pieces, so we are going to start with the measurements of the cardboard. You are going to cut 2 pieces, okay, 2 pieces of 2 3/4 by 8. 1 piece of 2 3/4 by 9. 2 pieces of 7 by 8. 1 piece of 4 by 9.5. 2 pieces of 7 by 10. 1 piece of 7 3/4 by 9.5. 1 piece of 8 by 9.5. And 2 pieces of 1.5 by 8. 2 pieces of 1.5 by 10. And 1 piece of 8.5 by 10. Now I'm going to start gluing the paper, and every time that I show you the black paper that I'm going to cover everything, I'll give you the dimension of that piece. So this one is for the lid. So we are going to put it on the side, and we're going to do the box first. And we are going to start with the piece that is 8 by 9.5. And I cut a paper that is 8.5 by 9.5. So this paper, okay, is 1/2 inch bigger. So we are going to score 1/4 inch and then 1/2 inch. And we are going to fold like this, and it will cover this piece like this. And I'm going to use the masking tape to cover this part up here, okay? Every time we cover this part, it's better to use the masking tape so it looks very neat. Now we apply glue right here. And make sure you do all the edges. Make sure you cover all the edges. Okay, now we are going to cover like this. And we are going to use the bone folder. And now we are going to finish this part up here. And we are going to cover this part. See? And as you can see, it's covered right here. And we are going to continue now with the sides. And for that, we are going to cover these 3 pieces. These 3. So we are going to cut for this one the same size. Okay, that 2 3/4 by 9 is going to be the same size. So we glue this one on top. And for these 2, they are going to be 2 3/4, okay, the same size, 2 3/4 by 8 3/4. And it's going to be like this, 3/4 right here. So you're going to score at 8 and 8 1/4, and you have 1/2 inch on the side. So we are going to do this. And we are going to cover these 2. Now we are going to cover these two pieces that are 7 by 8, and I cut two pieces, okay, of black cardstock, and this one is 8 by 9, okay, and you are going to score right here, okay, at 8 and 8 and 1/4, and then right here at 3/4 of an inch, and then at 1. So you're going to do the same in these two papers. And we are going to fold this one right here. And we are going to cut right here. And this one too. So we cut the square of this corner, and we are going to glue like this and like this. So we have these pieces covered. Now that you have these two pieces covered like this, see, we are going to cut two pieces that are 4.5 by 8, and we are going to glue right here on the top, right on the top, like this. Now we have these two pieces covered like this. Now we are going to cover this piece. This is 4 by 9.5. And for this piece, I cut this paper that is 8.5 by 9.5. And you have to score on the short side at 4, 4 and 1/4, and then at 8 and 1/4. So you have like this and 1/4 of an inch on top. So we are going to fold the paper, and we are going to cover this one completely, and it's going to look like this. Here is the ending. That's going to be in the bottom, and both sides are covered, and right here is nice and clean. Now we are going to cover this piece 7 3/4 by 9.5, and for that I cut this piece that is 8 and 1/4 by 9.5, and you're going to score right here at 1/4 of an inch, and then at 8. And we are going to put this paper, and we are going to glue on the sides right here. And now we are going to cover one of these, the 7 by 10. And for that, I cut two pieces. One is 8.5 by 11. We are going to do a folding on the 8.5 by 11. And it's going to be at 1/2 an inch on each side, okay? 1/2 an inch. And then right here, you score at 1/2 an inch, and then at 3/4 an inch. And then you score at 7 3/4 and at 8. Or you can turn the paper and score 1/2 an inch and then 3/4 an inch. So you have to have this one because we are going to cover everything right here. We are going to cover like this, and the sides right here. Now I have this piece done, and as you can see, you don't have to glue this part up here to the front. Just leave it like that. It's bigger, but leave it like that because we're going to start now gluing all the pieces together. And now we're going to get this piece and the ones that have right here cover on the sides. And we are going to glue these ones first, like this. You are going to put glue here, and you are going to glue this piece right here on top, like this, and put glue here too. So you're going to put glue there, and you have to hold it straight until it dries. And for this, I'm going to use this glue that is faster and stronger. And if you live in America, you can find this one at Dollar Tree. So you are going to glue like this, and you're going to glue here. Now you put these two pieces right here together. Make sure this side and this side are straight. And just glue them. And just hold it until it dries. It dries in 1 minute or two. And then we are going to continue. Now we are going to glue this part that is 8 by 9.5, that has the cover up here but nothing here. And we are going to put glue here and here, and we are going to glue it right here. So we're going to use the same glue, and we're going to glue it like this. And I put glue here, here, and I'm going to put it straight to the back. And now I'm going to add this other piece right here. Right here. I'm going to glue this side right here. And also right here. You are going to put glue here and also at the bottom right here. So I'm going to put glue right here. And I have glue here and also on this paper. So I put these 3 sides like this. Okay, now I'm going to press. Now I have a paper that is 4.5 by 9.5, and I'm going to glue right here in the back. Right here in the back. And it's going to look like this. But let me turn this way, and I'm going to glue. done. Okay, gluing that piece. And now you have a box like this. And we are going to add these 3 pieces. And this one, the long one, will go in the back. And then these 2 that has the cover right here at the front, they're going to be on the sides. First we do the sides, and then we're going to do the back. It will go all the way to the back like this. So we're going to use this strong glue. And we glue this one right here. And we are going to glue this one right here. And we're going to glue this one right here. And now I'm going to put the glue here. I'm going to put the glue here. And it's better if you put the glue here. Okay, now you're going to add this piece to the back. And now that we have the box like this, we are going to add this piece on top. And this piece is the one that is covered on each side like this. So we are going to add glue right here on these 3 sides. And now right here we are going to add a piece that is like this, and we are going to glue this one right here on top. So we need to put glue here and here, right here, and on the sides. It's kind of hard, but I'm going to show you. Okay, we're going to add glue here. Here. And on the sides right here. So we add glue. So we have glue on the sides right here, on the sides, and also right here, see? And we are going to do like this. and like this. Then we just have to hold it straight right here. This part had to be straight. Okay, and press right here. Now that it's dry, it looks like this. See, we have the box on the top and we have the secret compartment. And for that, we need to finish right here. And I cut a paper that is 7.5 by 9. And I'm going to cover this one right here. So it looks very nice. And this is how it looks, everything covered. And we are going to do just the door that covers this compartment. And for that, we are going to use this one that goes on top and opens like this. Now we are going to cover this part up here with these 2 pieces of paper. And we are going to use this one first. This one is 8.5 by 11. And you're going to score this paper at 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 of an inch, and then at 10.5, and then at 10 3/4. Turn the paper and you're going to score at 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 of an inch, 7.5, and then 7 3/4. And we are going to cut right here this square, this corner, and right here too. Then right here you are going to cut like this. And right here too. So we are going to glue this one right here on top. Now it's covered, and right here, as you can see, it looks like this. And we're going to use this paper that is 8 1/4 by 10, and we are going to score this one at 7 and 7 1/4. And the first score line, you're going to fold to the inside, and the second to the back, just like this. And we are going to glue this one right here. We need to glue this part up here too, and this one. So it had to be like this. Now we are going to glue here and put this one on top, and we are going to do like this. Be careful because you cannot put glue here. You are not going to put glue here, just right here, okay? And the secret compartment is ready. See? Now we are going to cover this part up here. And this paper is 8.5 by 11, and I scored 1/2 inch on each side. And I'm going to glue right on top like this. The 1/2 inch, you have to glue it down. Glue just to the bottom. And as you can see, I didn't glue the side, just the top, just the top. Then you put the paper on top. Now, before we glue this side, we are going to cut right here. We are going to cut this one and right here, so we don't glue that part. And right here we cut in angle. Same here. We are going to cut right here, this side. And this one in angle. Now we can glue this one here on top. Now we have covered the bottom, and we just need to do the lid. Now I'm going to do the lid for the box, and there are these 4 pieces. This 1.5 by 10, and I put masking tape all around, and these are 1.5 by 8, okay? And the big one, that is 8.5 by 10. So we are going to do these ones first. And for this one, let's separate the long ones. For these ones, we are going to cut for each one piece of paper that measures 4.5 by 11. And we are going to score in the long side like this at 1/2 inch, at 2, 2 1/4, and at 4. Then on the sides, you're going to score 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. Then you turn and 1/4 inch and at 1/2 inch. So you have 2/4 right here. Then you fold the paper, and you are going to fold everything to the inside, but this one, okay, look, it's smaller than this one right here, so you have to fold to that side, this one to that side. Can you see? You have to have this shape. this part that's a small one to the side. And we will cut 2 for the long ones. Then for the small ones, we are going to cut 2 pieces, and these are 4.5 by 9. And the score side is going to be the same, 1/2 inch, then at 2, 2 1/4, and then at 4. And on the sides, 1/4 inch, and then at 1/2 inch. Okay, same here. Turn 1/4 inch and at 1/2 inch. And we are going to glue like this. There is a short side and a long side, right? On the short side, we are going to glue the pieces in here. And let me show you. Then you're going to cut this part up here. In the other side too. Now you are going to cut right here this square. Okay, this one you can cut in angle. And now we are going to glue these sides to the inside, okay? And now we are going to put glue here. And we are going to add this one right here. And this is how it's going to look. See, we are going to do the other side. We have these 2 sides. Now we are going to do the same with the little ones, okay? Now I have the box with the 4 sides, and it looks like this right here. So I'm going to use these 2 papers, and this one is 8 by 9.5, and this one is 8.5 by 10. So I'm going to use the small one to put it up here. And we are going to cover this one right here. And now the lid is done. And this is how the box looks like. This is the lid, look. And everything is covered with this color base, black. You can do it in white if you want. See, and then you open right here, and here is the secret compartment. So we're going to cover this box with paper. And for that, I picked this one for the outside. And I will give you the dimensions, okay? They are already cut, and I distressed the edges using vintage photo distress ink. So I just did it all, and I'm going to give you the dimensions and glue it. So we're going to start with the outside. I cut 2 of these papers, okay, for the front and for the back, and these are 7 by 10, and I'm going to glue it right here. I'm using papers from the paper kit, so everything will match. And I cut 2 papers that measure 7 by 8 1/4, and they will go here. Then I cut this paper that is 7 by 1/4 of an inch, and that will go right here on the door that opens. See, so we are going to cover that. So we have all the sides, and now we're going to cover this part and this part up here. I cut a paper that is 7 by 10, and I'm going to glue right here. And for the part up here, I cut this paper that is 4 by 10, and I'm going to glue it like this. And now we have covered all the sides. See? Now we are going to cover the inside. Now for the inside, I cut this paper. This one measures 7 3/4 by 9 1/2. And that will be for the base. And then I cut for the sides right here, for these ones right here, 3 3/4 by 9 1/2. I cut 2 pieces, okay, for here and here. And for the sides right here, I cut these 2 pieces at 3 3/4 by 7 3/4. So I'm going to start gluing these 2, and then I will continue with the rest. Now I'm going to cover the lid, and for the lid I cut this color for the inside and this color for the outside. It's different size. This paper measures 8 by 9 1/2, and it fits inside. And these two are 1 3/8 by 8. That's for the shorter side. And this one is 1 3/8 by 9 1/2. So I'm going to glue this one first, and then I'll put this one in the back. And this is how it looks in the inside. Now we are going to cover the outside. Now we are going to cover the top. And for that I cut these papers. I have, all of them are 2 inches wide, and as you can see, I just used one sheet of paper and I cut a 2, but these 2 are 2 by 10, and I scored 1/4 of an inch to fold this one to the top, because I was short on the paper that goes on the top. And I have these 2 for the long side, and for the short side I cut a 9 1/2, and I scored 1/4 of an inch right here, and I'm going to fold it like this. And this one is bigger because I'm going to fold it to the side. And for the big paper, this is 8 1/4 by 10, and this one will go on the very top. Can you see it's a little short up here? So that's why I put this paper. It's going to be underneath. And this is how it looks, see? But I'm going to add stripes right here on this and this one. And I cut from my scraps this 1/4 of an inch, okay, of this color. So I'm going to glue right here in all the black parts so it can look much better. Now it looks much better. See, when you open, you see this. See? Now to embellish a little more the box, I cut this paper. I cut at 6 1/2, Okay, and this is the whole length, and I'm going to glue this one in the center right here, and this is 6.5 by 7, and that will go down. So same in the back, this is 6.5 by 7, and that will go in the back. And then, okay, because this piece is missing right here, I cut a 6.5 by 1 3/4, and I'm going to glue right here. And the length of the box is 10 inches. So because this one is 6.5, I have to mark right here 1 3/4 of an inch, and I have 1 3/4 of an inch on that side. Now we are going to embellish with cereal boxes. You can recycle any box that has a very thin chipboard like this, and we are going to make right here the straps to hold this. So we are going to put the box on the side, and let me show you something. This box has one side that bends and the other side don't. Look, see? And then the other one, this side, don't. It's more stiff. So on the side that bends, you are going to cut straps like this, and these are 1.5 by 3.5. And look, I cut on the side that bends, so this one doesn't rip, because that happens when you fold on the side that is stiff. Look, for example, this one, this is the side that bends, and look, this is the side that is stiff. It cracks and it's hard to fold. And then if you do this, it's going to rip, but the other side, no. So you can fold, and then it lasts more time. So we are going to use the side that bends, because these straps, they are going to open and close many times. And we're going to make the design first, and then we are going to glue with another one like this, and we are going to have it on that side, and it will look very nice and it will last. So I'm going to show you how to make the design. And I have up here a piece of paper that is the same size, and you're going to fold in half, and then you're going to fold in half again. So we are going to make the design, and it will be like if you just part this one in 3 pieces. Okay, let's fold it, and then part this one in 3 pieces, just like this. You first are going to, if you want, you can measure right here. Measure exactly the same size. Don't worry if they are not in the same dimension, because we are going to fold the paper and cut, and they're going to be even. So the first thing is to trace right here, round, the first part, round, and then right here we are going to make like half circle right here, like half circle. See? And now we are going to fold this way, and we are going to cut. See? And now we are going to cut the other side. And now we have the template to cut these pieces right here. You don't have to fold this one in 4. You can just put up here and trace and then cut. And we need to cut 8 pieces just for the front. 8 pieces because we are going to put 2 together. So we need 2 and 2. That would make 4 and 4, 8 right here for the front. And for the back, you just need to make 4. You have to make 12 in total. 12 of these pieces in total. Now I have all the pieces cut, and these are for the back. So they are just 1 of each, and these I cut them together so it can match when I fold them. And I have 2 in each one right here. So what we will do now is that we are going to grab anything to put some paint. Okay, it can be a paper plate, a piece of chipboard, and we can use paint to paint them. Okay, I don't want to use paper because the paper, when you fold, it will rip faster. And I'm going to combine these 2 colors. Okay, this is dark brown and this one is metallic gold, so it can give a little bit of accent of metallic. So I'm going to use these 2. And this is how I do. Can you see the shimmery color of the metallic? And you can add more brown or more of this color. I prefer to have more of the gold. And I think it's okay. So I'm going to need a paper to put the pieces. And for this one, only the top you're going to paint all, okay? And for the other one, just half, okay? Because that's the part that you will see. The other one is going to be glue. So 1 whole and half of the other one. So we're going to put like this. And we can just like this, and then half of the other one. Like this, okay? Now for the hinges, I cut these 4 squares from a cereal box, and they are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. And I'm going to paint in whole these 2, and for the other 2, you just need to paint right here in the center, because that's what you will see when it opens. That's for the hinges of the lid. So you don't need to paint the whole thing. And we are going to do that before our paint dries. Just like this. And make sure you paint on the side that bends. Okay. and the other one in whole. And we are going to cut them later, the shape of the outside. Okay, we are going to just do this. Now that they are dry, I give them dimension using this one, Distress Ink in walnut stain, and I just pass outside, okay, all the edges, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay, you just need to go around, see, and look. See, from this plane to this one looks much better. And then you just finish all the edges. Just like this. And now we are going to glue them. And I'm going to use this glue. And we will need something like fabric. I'm going to use cheesecloth, and you just need like about this piece. Before I glue, I'm going to put the embellishment here. So this is the part that goes on the outside, and I'm going to fold in half, and I'm going to add one brad right here so it can look nice. One here and one here. So I just put these two pieces together, and I'm going to find the center of these 2 points, and like about there, see, and then you can add the brad. And if this one is too big, you can cut with your scissors. You can cut with the scissors. And then the other one. Okay, you have the brads there. Now you can put a piece of cheesecloth. I'm going to use a small one, like about the size, so I don't have to cut too much. Okay, and I'm going to glue right here. You just put the cheesecloth in there, and now on the other side you are going to fold in half, and this is the part that you will see when you open and close. So we are going to put glue here. Okay, and now you're going to add this one on top. Okay, just like this. And then you can cut out whatever is left. press well so it can dry very well. And now we are going to, these two have to match, okay? The one that is painted with this one have to match. So if you have leftover up here, you are going to just cut that part too. So they can match, because that's what you're going to see. And before you glue, you can add a little more of the distress ink, just to disappear whatever is white. And we just need to wait until it's completely dry, and we are going to glue, okay, this part up here on the side that is in the front, and we are going to put velcro up here for the other side, so it's going to open and close. And this one is going to last because it has the cheesecloth. As I said, you can put maybe sheer ribbon, you can put tulle, you can put anything that's very thin. And it's going to make it stronger, this piece up here. So I'm going to complete with everything, and then we're going to glue in the box. Now I have the 4 pieces that are like this, and 4 that are just one side. You don't need to glue with another one because this one is going to be permanent like this. So we are going to have those ready, and now we are going to do the hinges. These are the papers for the hinges, and remember that you can fold. You are going to fold inward like this. So this part up here is going to look like this. So you're going to do both of them, and these ones are going to be to the back, and we're going to do this one too. Now we are going to give a shape to the hinge. I got a scrap of paper and I'm going to fold in half. Okay, then I'm going to fold again in half, and I'm going to just round the corner very wide, and then from here to here we are going to go a little bit down, just like this, and then we're going to do right here soft, and now we are going to cut. Now when you open, it will look like this. Now we are going to fold the paper and match that. And now on this side, we're going to do the same thing. Can you see right here? This is the center, and we are going to go over here. It's like half circle, but there we are going to go down and then make it softer up here. we fold. We just finish this part right here, and it's going to look like this. See, so that's a better shape for the hinge, right, than just a square. So we are going to put this one right here, trace and cut. And now we have the hinge that looks like this. And now we are going to glue a piece of cheesecloth or something right here, okay? So we have this one stronger. And we can cut the excess right here. See, now we are going to glue these two pieces, and then when it's dry we can cut it out, and then we're going to use the distress ink. Now we are going to mark right here 1 1/4, and that's where we are going to place our hinge. 1 1/4 from top to down, and then 1 1/4 from here. And we are going to glue the hinges there. This one here and this one here. And we fold this one so it can glue very well. And you can add hot glue, and I'm going to use this glue. Okay, remember it's just a half, okay? As you can see right here, this one is clean. You just glue there and well, wait until it dries. Now we are going to attach the Velcro, and I'm going to put it like this so you can see. And this part, the soft part, goes here. So I'm going to put this one right here. Then I take the soft part and I'm going to glue in the center there, and then the other one too. Now we close this one and we are going to press. We are going to press very well. So when we take this one, see how nice it looks? See, right here, everything covered, and it looks like leather. It looks like leather, right? And now in this side, okay? And this is how it looks. See? Now we are going to glue the other ones on the sides, and we just need to measure at 1 1/4. Now that I have this part ready, we are going to add the hinges in the back, okay, right here, and they will be up here. And this is going to be easy because this one we are going to put up here at the beginning, and we just need to glue straight, and this one right here. And for that, we are now going to put glue in the center, okay? And we are going to leave right here 1/8 of an inch before and 1/8 of an inch after the line. So we are going to start, for example, right here. And then we are going to glue in there. Press until it dries. Now it's dry, and when you open, see, it goes like this. And right here, you can see a little bit of the hinge. That's why we didn't glue that part. And now we are going to put a closure. You can make the closure, but I prefer to put one that I bought. And this one is going to be right here. I'm going to put the screws. The screws are small, so it doesn't go all the way. Can you see? Look, see, the screws are small. So when I put that item, I'm going to put glue here, and I will see the dots so I can screw these pieces, but they won't but what it will hold is the glue, because I'm going to glue this one right here. And this is done. As you can see right here. And when you open, if you don't want this to go all the way down, you can put right here a piece of ribbon. You can put a piece of ribbon, and we can hold it up here so it doesn't go all the way down. To protect this part up here so it doesn't rip. If you want, you can put the ribbon, and it will hold the side. You can put one here and one here. Okay. And I want to add these appliques at the end. For example, I'm going to add this one right here, and I glue it first. You can add hot glue. I'm going to add Fabri Tac. It glues better, this stuff right here. So I'm going to add this one right here. And the other one at the other end. And this piece of ribbon measures 10 inches, see? The size of the box, 10 inches. And I'm going to glue this one on one side and this one right here on the other side, okay? And I'm going to measure right here, starting up here at 5, and same size on the top, okay? Right here at 5. So I need to glue those appliques right there. It's best when you put on the side, so you are going to do right there. And this ribbon had to be straight. And we had to do the same thing in the other side. Now it looks done, but this is like too plain. And I'm going to use this lace. It's a cotton lace, because I'm going to use this one for the journals, and I'm going to glue right here on the top and all the edge, okay? Just on the edges. And this is the box inside, and as you can see right here, I added this lace, okay? It's like a pocket, and I use this one that you can find in the wedding section. It's a like tulle, but it's a big one. They sell with the tools at Walmart. So I got that piece and I folded right here, and as you can see right here, it has stitches with the embroidery thread. I passed some stitches, and inside I added this cord that I have in gold, and then right here I just glue, okay, with Fabri Tac. I glue on the sides, and at the bottom I just glue it again, the rest of the parts. And as you can see, I folded 3 times. I folded, and then I put this lace, so I have a pocket that looks like this. And I'm going to put the envelopes that I printed, and they are going to be here. And then for the inside, I'm going to put the envelopes, the envelope journals that are done. Then right here, the small ones. Then I'm going to put the 5x7 journal that is done. And this one is the 4x6. And right here I have the box with file folders, see? And as you can see, it has a lot of things, ephemera and papers that I can use later. And also up here I have the box that holds these cards, and that will go here. And I have more room up here that I can put maybe pens or something. And right here where I open, I have the secret compartment, and that's where my secret journal will be. So I can put it inside and then close this one, and my box is ready. See?